would start ranting right when I hit the record button, but that's how it goes. Hey guys, what is up? Lefty back here again, and thanks for checking out the video. So real quick, people were up in a tizzy. I had a shitload of comments just basically calling me out about being a retarded person and all that shit about my Daniel defense overview and stuff like that. So I want to make a quick little video rebuttal or just kind of talk about it in general. First of all, it was just kind of an overview. If you ever seen an overview, they're completely pointless. It's sort of like an unboxing. There's very few people nowadays that really want to see what comes in the box. Maybe there's some people out there, but that was basically it. I just wanted to pick up this gun and I wanted to just kind of give my opinions on it as a package, and I'll get into that a little bit later. Second of all, I'm a fucking asshole on YouTube, right? I'm just some dude that does this for fun, basically. I'm going to be shooting and I'm going to be doing gun stuff anyway, so I might as well record it and get a little bit of enjoyment out of it. Or at least that's what I thought when I first started it, but now who knows? But anyway, and third of all, most of the time I am not buying a complete firearm when I'm talking about rifles. I'm going to be buying an upper and a lower separately. Usually upper is going to, vary, but the lower is most likely going to be an arrow precision because I feel those are probably the best bang for your buck on the market when they're in stock. Now, this is a complete firearm, right? This is made from Daniel Defense. I did a review of my BCM 11.5 upper a little while ago, and I actually was very blunt about that. I said I had a couple of issues here and there, a couple of failure to extracts and stuff like that, malfunctions, blah, blah, blah. But that's all I talked about. I talked about the upper. I didn't talk about the stock. I didn't talk about the grip or the handguard or anything like that because that's what I put on it. That's what I wanted on it. This is something that Daniel Defense made. Some guys at Daniel Defense was like, all right, we need to make a gun that does this, and we're going to put this on, and we're going to put this on, and we're going to put this on, and we're going to sell it for $2,000. And that's why I was being a little bit more nitpicky, because this is designed by Daniel Defense. This is like their product, complete package of a product. So in my opinion, I believe I can be a little bit more nitpicky, because if I'm paying $2,000, this is what I'm getting on it, and this is what my opinions are on each of the products. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, I guess that's whatever. Now, again, I never said this was going to be a bad gun. I've never said I don't like Daniel Defense. I just think for the money, you can probably build a gun that's fairly comparable and save a shit ton of money while doing so. Like I said, this is about $2,000. If I buy prices obviously will vary depending on when people are watching this, but if I buy for instance, I'm not going to go lower value, but I'm going to be comparable value. If I buy a BCM, I think they're 9-inch barreled from the factory, 300 blackouts. I think they're about $700. Get an arrow precision lower, about $200. You're about, let's just say, $950. And these, I think, are even on the high end. Let's say they're $300. Okay, well, you're basically at $1,300. You have an excess of $800, $700 worth of capital to spend on parts or upgrades. You can buy an optic, you can buy a light with that amount of money, and then you can buy, with your $700, you can buy, like, I don't know, 250 rounds of 5.56 nowadays. So there is a little bit to be said there when you have a competitive market like this, and that's all I was saying. I never said that this gun is going to be a bad gun. There's a whole bunch of people saying it's a great gun. You piece of shit, why are you shit talking it? Wasn't shit talking it, just saying I don't know if I really think this is worth $2,000. It might perform very well, but I think honestly there might be some better things out there. But that was basically all I wanted to say with that video. Plus, I wanted to get some YouTube videos and stuff like that out there. I wanted to show some content. I wanted to show some cool guns, because this is a gun that probably not a lot of people might know about, or if they do, they never had a non-commercialized person looking at it, right? So a lot of the bigger YouTube people, they're getting paid to do kind of overviews or reviews, and then they get shipped a case of fucking 5.56 to put through it, or in this case 300 blackout. I mean, you know what I mean? It's kind of what it is. I mean, and granted, there's a lot of integrity online. Really? Fucking birds. And granted, there's still a lot of integrity of online people. Obviously, some people might be a little bit more biased here and there. I mean, everybody has their biases, right? People think it's a bad thing to have a preference. It's not. It's when you will sell your opinion for money for a product you know is a piece of shit. This, I don't think, is a piece of shit. I think it's going to work 100% fine. I just don't really care for Daniel Defense's things here and there, and that's all the video was about. Just a little bit of nitpicky, but at the end of the day, I think it's going to be a good gun. So that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to say. Granted, I'm still probably going to get shellacked in the comments, which is completely fine. I got no issues with that. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be good.